Hello everyone, welcome to the Question Mark channel. And yes, it's that time of the year again. Welcome to the Question Mark Choice Awards 2021. Before we dive into it, let me introduce the categories to you all. There will be 12 categories, namely the best compact phone, the best professional phone, the battery life king, the best camera phone, the best designed phone, the best foldable phone, the best gaming phone, the best budget phone, the best mid-range phone, the best high-end phone, the best flagship phone, and the best phone, that is the smartphone of the year. So yeah, it's going to be a big video. Let's start off with the best compact phone of the year. Honestly, it was a pretty tough decision to make because even though there were a very few of these compact phones, the ones that are out there are just so good, like the iPhone 13 mini. The phone's entire premise was to deliver a premium experience in a small form factor. Or the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3, a phone that's pocketable when you want but unfolds into the size of a pretty big one in some ways. The best of both worlds. But the best compact phone of 2021 is the Asus Zenfone 8. The Zenfone 8 is just an engineering marvel. Aside from the generic look, that is, it accomplished almost everything that the bigger Zenfone 8 Flip does, but just at 60% of size, without much heat output. A lot of things had to be re-engineered for this to work, and that's why it gets the award. Moving on, we've got the best professional phone. Every year we see companies put the name Pro in front of their phones to make it sound cool. We have the Xiaomi Mi 11 Pro, the Google Pixel 6 Pro, the iPhone 13 Pro, and many more. But which phone caters to the true professionals out there? If you have been watching my videos, you know the answer. And if not, hey, a sub to the channel would be incredible. So, the best professional phone of 2021 is the Sony Xperia Pro I. I can straight up talk about this phone for 5 minutes. Actually, that's what I did a month ago. I'll leave the video linked up in the upper right hand corner. To summarize, the Xperia Pro I is a Sony Alpha in your pocket. Combining a 1-inch camera sensor with the controls of Sony's Alpha and Venice line of cameras, this phone can kick out professional grade photos and images. Honorable mention to the iPhone 13 Pro and Pro Max, because even though the iPhones aren't as overly tuned for the professionals as the Xperia Pro I, the ability to record Pro RAW and Pro Res is an incredible feat, and I can see many people considering to purchase these phones instead of a camera. Fair. Next up, the battery king. And the competition is not even close. The phone with the best battery life out of any phone is the Apple iPhone 13 Pro Max. Even under high load, the iPhone 13 Pro Max can go up to 9 hours on a single charge. Where do you even go from there? It's just incredible. Honorable mention to the S21 Ultra. Like the iPhone 13 Pro Max, the S21 Ultra can also go up to 8 hours on a single charge. These phones are the pinnacle of battery life, and I'm very excited to see the 2022 iterations of these phones. Okay. We have reached a category that I'm sure most of you want an answer to. The best camera phone of 2021. Smartphone cameras have become so good that sometimes it comes down to preference. But this year, we truly got some heavy hitters. We have already talked about the Xperia Pro I, which if you know how to use it, can kick out some incredible shots. But its auto mode is still not quite up there yet. We got the OnePlus 9 series, which all said and done has great cameras. It's just, they are not the best, even if OnePlus tries to advertise it. Honorable mention to the S21 Ultra, which I would say has one of the best camera systems. No other phone will give you as many options as the S21 Ultra, so it does get a point there. But the best smartphone camera is actually two phones. I have divided it on the basis of the best camera phone for photos and for videos, but both of these phones can be used for both purposes and will produce stellar shots. The best camera phone for photos is, you guessed it, the Google Pixel 6 and 6 Pro. The Pixel has perennially been the best still shooter, and this trend continues on. With a much needed optics upgrade and a new tensor processor, the Pixel 6 produces some of the best shots, both at day and night. Also, astrophotography on Pixel is better than any phone out there, just saying it. The best phone for videos though, again unsurprisingly, is the iPhone 13 Pro and Pro Max. iPhones, like Pixels, have perennially been the best video shooters, and now with the ability to record ProRes, did you really think any other phone will take it? Straight up, if you want a phone specifically for videos, get the iPhone. Also, a quick honorable mention to the Pixel 5a, which surprisingly beat both the iPhone 13 Pro and the Pixel 6 Pro in NKBHD's blind smartphone camera test, and ultimately won. Just a testament to show how good Google's camera processing is. Anyways, moving up to the Design Award, aka the Best Designed Phone of 2021. There have been a lot of great designs this year, like the Pixel 6 with its camera bar. The iPhone has always had great designs, aside from the notch obviously. The S21 Ultra had a great design, but my pick for a design award is the Oppo Find N. The Find N is obviously a novelty phone. It's a foldable for starters, but a small one at that. And yeah, I know that it's not the best foldable out there, but hey, just look at it. And that's the only thing necessary for this award. The Find N is my pick for the best designed phone of 2021. That's a nice segue into the next criteria, the best foldable phone. And I'm not even going to pretend. The best foldable phone by a mile is the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3. It certainly helps that this is the third generation of Samsung's foldables and they have a lot of market research. But Samsung has done so much to improve the phone. It's the best productivity machine, full stop. And if you really want a foldable phone, it's the best one to get. Getting to the fellow mobile gamers, which I'm sure are watching this video, what's the best phone for you? 2021 was a blast in terms of gaming phones, with many Chinese smartphone makers getting on the game. But the main contenders obviously are the Asus ROG Phone Pro, the Lenovo Legion Phone Duel 2 and the Red Magic 6S Pro. And the best one of them is, yet again, the defending champion, the Asus ROG Phone 5S Pro. Now yes, it is really expensive, but again, it's the best out there. Incredible performance, unbelievable feature set and creature comforts. Combine that with a 6000 mAh battery, a 144Hz refresh rate display and a decent enough camera, it's the pinnacle of power. The Asus ROG Phone 5S Pro undoubtedly takes the best gaming phone crown of 2021. Now with all the specialist phones out of the list, we are getting to the value awards, starting with the best budget phone. The definition of a budget phone is same as last year, that is, a phone will qualify as a budget phone if it is under 20,000 rupees. If you live in India, you know that this is the most competitive segment in the Indian smartphone market, and companies have gotten their hands into every strategy to get their phones in this price range, including a lot of compromises to name them 5G, which side note were named the worst phones of 2021 by BBOM. But in this chaos, there do emerge gems. We obviously have the Nokia G20, the spiritual successor to last year's runner-up, the Nokia 5.3. It is a really good phone with great cameras and great software experience running stock Android. But it's not the best. There's a Samsung M32, a solid option with its great performance and cameras. With a good software experience thanks to One UI, its design and build is its weakness though. Then we have the Xiaomi Redmi Note 10 Pro, a great option hardware-wise. But software and longevity have always been a question mark with Redmi's budget options. So, which is the best budget phone of 2021? Well, the best budget phone of 2021 is the Motorola H20 Fusion. It's just above the 20k price range, but frequently can be found below it. Honestly, it's a great option. Clean stock Android experience with 2 years of software updates guaranteed. Pair that with Dimensity 800U, a great mid-range chipset, 6GB of RAM, 90Hz refresh rate and a 108MP camera. That is really good. And 13 5G bands. No phone is even close to it. Props to Motorola to deliver such an amazing phone, which should serve as a role model for the budget phones moving forward. Next up, the best mid-range phone of 2021. And the definition stays the same, a phone that's priced between 25,000 and 40,000. And as usual, there were some great options. Sure, the competition this year was much less, as last year we had the disruptive iPhone SE join the fight. This too, we have some great options. We got the Motorola H20, a solid phone that's the H20 Fusion refined to perfection. We got the OnePlus Nord 2, the successor to the OnePlus Nord. It's a great phone, but it's really hard to recommend as it's lost its strengths thanks to the introduction of Oxygen OS 12, which is basically Color OS, and a good not great camera system. Also the explosion issues didn't help. So, what's the best mid-range phone of 2021? The best mid-range phone of 2021 is yet again the defending champion, the winner of MKBHD's blind smartphone camera test. It's the Google Pixel 5a. The Pixel 5a really flew under the radar this year due to the hype around the Pixel 6, but it's still a solid phone. It's basically a cheaper, better Pixel 5, which was a smartphone of the year last year. Pair it with the Google's excellent camera software and the Pixel experience, and you have got an amazing phone. The Pixel 5a takes the win for the best mid-range phone of 2021, and no other phone is even close to it, honestly. Moving on, we have got the best high-end phone. Defined the same as last year, everything above 40,000 rupees, but phones that are not flagship. As always, this is a place that features some of the best-selling smartphones of the world. Prime candidates are the S21 and S21 Plus, the iPhone 13 and 13 mini, the Pixel 6, OnePlus 9 and many more. Although this battle is a whitewash, the best high-end phone of 2021 is undoubtedly the Google Pixel 6. The Pixel 6 created a lot of hype and miraculously managed to match expectations. This phone is the Android juggernaut. 3 years of software updates with 5 years of security updates. Pair that with 90Hz refresh rate panel, the best stills camera setup of the year, and the excellent Pixel implementation of Android 12, all improved due to the GS101 aka Google Tensor processor, and you have got a phone that dominates. The Pixel 6 does everything its bigger brother, the Pixel 6 Pro, but $300 cheaper. All of the above reasons undoubtedly make the Pixel phone the best high-end phone of 2021. Honorable mention to the iPhone 13 and 13 mini, excellent phones to get. Again, it's very similar to the Pixel with the A15 Bionic chipset that's lightning fast, excellent cameras, and do I really need to speak about iOS? It's the clear runner-up, and shout out to the S21 and S21 Plus. Again, crazy good phones, but just hold on buying them as the S22 series is right on corner. Second to last, we arrive at the best flagship phones of 2021, defined as the best offerings of any company. There were some excellent flagships this year. We had the OnePlus 9 Pro, the Xiaomi Mi 11 Ultra, the Xperia 1 Mark III, the Asus Zenfone 8 and many more. But the winner of the best flagship phone of 2021 is the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra. This was the first flagship of the year and kind of set a benchmark for the entire industry, with pretty much every single flagship release since failing to beat it. It's incredibly well designed, has a great camera system, top tier performance and battery life, great software experience and the best display because come on guys, it's Samsung, that's what they do. The S21 Ultra is the best flagship of this year and I cannot wait to see the S22 Ultra. Honorable mention to the iPhone 13 Pro Max, which yes was an iterative update, but Apple improved the weaknesses of the iPhone, catapulting it to excellent phone status. I would say that this is the best time to switch or upgrade to the newest iPhones. Also, a quick shout out to the Pixel 6 Pro, a solid flagship and inarguably the best priced of them. It's just that it lacks the Pro features that the iPhone 13 Pro Max and S21 Ultra have. So, the best flagship of 2021? Yes, it's the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra. Finally, the last and the most anticipated category, the smartphone of the year, that is the best phone of 2021. 2021 was full of great phones, many of which we just mentioned. This was a tough call, obviously, but upon analysis, it becomes clear that one phone deserves this title than any other, that being the Google Pixel 6. It's hard not to recommend the Pixel 6. What's not to like here? Flagship level performance? Check. Gorgeous high refresh rate display? Check. Incredible camera system? Check. Pleasant and great user interface? Check. Long-term support? Check. An incredibly competitive price? Check. Yeah, the battery life isn't the best and there can be some issues with the fingerprint scanner if not configured properly. But folks, when a phone is able to disrupt the smartphone market in just a month of release, you know you've got a masterpiece. And this masterpiece absolutely makes the best phone of 2021. For the second time, Google walks away with the best smartphone of the year title. Well done, Google. Obviously, there is an honorable mention, or the runner-up if you want to say that. That being the iPhone 13 Pro. The iPhone 13 Pro is the flagship iPhone 13 Pro Max, but cheaper and smaller. It's got all the features of the bigger brother and it accomplishes everything in the same fashion. Pair that with a much improved battery life and the A15 Bionic and you have got a great phone. I've said it earlier and I'm going to say it again. This is the best time to switch/upgrade to the newest iPhones. So, the Google Pixel 6 is the best phone of 2021. What were some of your favorite phones released this year? And what phones are you looking forward to? Share your thoughts in the comments below. That's it for today. Thanks for watching and do consider subscribing for more interesting content like this. Thank you.